how we are. Back at it again with another video, YouTube episode. It's your guy, Steven UKT80. Make sure you like and subscribe, share this with a fellow brother, relative, cousin, sister, things of that nature, the things that are very much nature. Today we have a very important topic we're about to dive into. I'm blessed to be alive this morning, blessed to be able to give you guys this message. Let's jump right into it. Oh, first of all, please make sure you give your life to Christ. You know what I'm saying? Now let's jump into the video. Link to my IG is going to be right here. Link to my Cash App is going to be right here. And let's dive right into the video. Today we're going to discuss about why a man's prime is not what we think it is. A man's prime is not what we think it is. Our prime is not right now in our teens, even through our 20s. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us men, we want it now. We want the lifestyle now. We want the things now. And I can't lie. I was one of these kids, trapped in this mindset. Was thinking that if I don't have it now, I won't have it forever. But then I had to wake up out of this and snap out of this a couple of years ago and realize that we get better with time. Like fine wine, wine tastes better as it ages. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of like us. As we get older, we acquire certain things that make us better, make us qualified for certain things that we weren't qualified on our teens and 20s. And I've always said this, so be it. If you become successful in your teens or your 20s, congrats. But there's still more work to be done to attain that success. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to lose it than work to get it. You know what I'm saying? So you have to understand, like, okay, you may be rich in your 19s, maybe rich in your 20s, but necessarily a man's prime it starts at 32 to 35 and beyond until whenever you want to finish. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we get better with time. I can't really speak for my females, but you know what I'm saying? As a female, I can give y'all some gems, you know what I'm saying? Because I know about this stuff. They are given, they're given things already, you know what I'm saying? You're a woman, you know what I'm saying? You're already given the qualities of certain things that you can get in life, you know what I'm saying? For example, if a girl wants to be catered to and, live her best years of life, all she has to do is learn how to be feminine, learn how to control her attitude, and keep her body in shape. I don't think that's harder than a man trying to accomplish things of bringing into the kingdom of making generational wealth for his next family of kingdom, you know what I'm saying? So they kind of have it easier when it comes to life, you know what I'm saying? Naturally born beautiful, most of them. Naturally just have the things that men want, in these high positions, naturally have just things that men chase for or desire, things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? We're here to create, so we have to find them to create. But nowadays in this generation, the society, they're getting it backwards because they're saying that they're getting all the attention when we're the ones that's supposed to be building and making a kingdom for ourselves and then go find one. But if you find one trying to help you build at that stage of life, so be it. Let's move on. So as a man, our prime, like I said, starts in our 32s to 35. And in this grind phase, you're building, bro. Like, you have your established business plan since you were 20. You have your things that you wanted to do and accomplish from your early, mid to late 20s. And your 32s to 35 is when you start to see the blessings come. You start to see the work that you've been doing show. You start to see your finances increases. Your spiritual reality is still there with God since you were a jit. That should never change, because it's always God first. Your body, if you always wanted to be in shape, when you get older as a man, you start to become more huskier. You start to build more muscle. So if you're in the gym already from these years on, it's gonna help you build that certain stature that you always wanted. And you have to understand that you can't rush the process. You can't rush the process. Good things take time. And this is another thing I had to realize, bro. All these YouTube videos, Instagram, Snap, all these stuff is an illusion. You know what I'm saying? I had to minimize my social media because people only show the good stuff on Instagram. They don't show the hard times. They don't show the down times. They don't show the times when they were struggling. All they show is a highlight of their life when it's at the peak. You know what I'm saying? So you can't get caught up with that. You can't get distracted. If you have to remove certain people, remove them. If you have to eliminate certain times. You have to do that so you can cut time on the apps and really focus on real life. Like me, for example, you can use me as an example. I get on, I post content, and I delete the app. Whenever I make content, I re-download it and put it back content and then delete it again. If I don't make no content, I'm not on it. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important to limit your time on there and really build in the real world. You know what I'm saying? Because social media is not real life. It's just a highlight of the highs of your life. Let's move on. It's important not to compare yourself on the journey when you're trying to be a successful young man. You know what I'm saying? Reaching his destiny. Because when you start to compare, that's when you lose your joy. And that's the only thing we have. It's the joy that you have in your heart. So never compare yourself to another individual. Like I always mention, even in the last videos, look at your plate, eat your food, focus. When a race is going on, a horse race, they put blinders so they can just see their lane. So they can see their lane, you know what I'm saying? Because if they look this way 1 second, they crash. They look this way, they crash. But if they're just looking straight, each horse is looking straight, it's gonna be a close race. It's gonna be a very close race. And the same thing in real life. If everybody has a team and all of them are eating, working on their business, working on their craft, 5, 10 years, you look up, wow, look how far we came. And now we can all celebrate. Now we can all sometimes go to the clubs here and there. You know, now we can all sometimes go have a drink here and there, you know, put some up in the air a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But not doing that while you're trying to build, because what are you ultimately celebrating? Yeah, it's fun to go out here and there, but not every time. Not every time. If you're one of those people that go out every time, you gotta check that. You gotta check that. That's not really a good thing to have, because you haven't built anything yet, especially as a young man. And we're not speaking for females. Females can go out, do all them type of stuff. They're good at doing stuff like that because time is not really on their hand. It is when they hit that wall, but they don't understand that. Once they hit that wall, that's when they understand. But for a man, you have to understand this now, because we don't really have a wall. We're supposed to reach that wall so we can reach our maximum potential. So it's opposite. It's opposite. When females hit the wall, that's when they degrade. When we get closer to that wall, that's when we age like wine. That's when we see all our things that we were working on come into blessings, into fruition. You know what I'm saying? So never get that twisted. Never look back and think that, oh, I was supposed to do this in my 20s or 19s. I was supposed to have this. I was supposed to be rich. I was supposed to have this car, that car. No, because I tell you this, even if you were rich at your 19s and 20s and you had the car you wanted, you still want to get into business, they're not going to respect you. They're still going to look at you or look at this kid. He's just probably off daddy's money, mommy's money, just, you know, got lucky. They're not going to respect you when you walk in these rooms, because they're going to see how young you look and seeing that you don't deserve it. Not taking it away from you, but that's how the world's going to look at you. You know what I'm saying? Not that you should care, but you should have that in mind. Just keep that in mind. But when you actually put in that hard work, when you didn't get rich off of get rich quick scheme, when you actually put in that work and then you reach your maximum potential at that age you get, that's when you're gonna get that respect. That's when people are gonna look at you different and understand that, wow, I remember when he was working for everything that he wanted to start this business, but now that he set that foundation up, now at this time, the fruits of his labors are coming into life. And that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Don't rush the process. I had to remind myself this several times, and over the years I understood it, because, you know, I don't know about you guys, but I'm in the gym, I'm in shape, so I'm seeing a lot of people live to 112, 114. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching videos, seeing, you know, a guy live up to 115, 96, 93. Yo, you have time, especially if you're in good shape. I'm not saying if you're in good shape, nothing will happen to you, but if you're doing the right things, you should be good to live up to those ages. So why rush it now? Why rush it now trying to do something risky that can ultimately lead you behind bars, that can ultimately take away from your future, when you have the time to put in the work now, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, up until you start at your prime at 32, 35. And then once you put in the work from 24 to 32 to 35, bro, that's 9 years. Give yourself 9, 10 years of building a platform, bro. And then once you get there, 10 years gonna go by fast. It's gonna happen regardless if you want it or not. So why are you rushing it? Just set the platform, set the standard, so once you get to that age, you will have it. And you'll still be young. You'll still be able to do what you want to do. You'll still be able to go out. You'll still be able to go to the gym. Do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, there's no point of us men rushing our prime years. Our prime is not now. This is the year you try, you mess up. You try, you mess up. You try, you mess up. And at one time, it's gonna click. It's gonna click. Because if you get up every day and put in the work, you're gonna get lucky every day. Your luck is just gonna be every day. People be like, oh, it's not about luck. It's the analogy. If you get up every day and try every day, you're gonna get lucky one day. If they want to use that analogy, if you believe in God, yes, God's gonna be there all steps of the way. Of course, it's gonna be through Him. You know what I'm saying? If you believe in hard work, it's gonna happen. If you get up every day, and try, every day and try, your luck is gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't, if you're just taking a break here, just waiting for something to happen, just waiting for $1 million to fall from the sky, you're not gonna reach that, because nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to put financial gains in your pocket as a man. Some of y'all parents might not even do that for yourself now. Some of y'all are 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, so forth, 25, living on your own, paying your own expenses. So you know nobody's coming to save you. So why not start now? So by the time you hit 32, 35, you in your prime, you just entered your prime. You looking good, you in clean shape, you dressing well, you smelling good, women checking you out, you have the finances to hit up the girl you always wanted, take her out, do certain things. You want to put down on that apartment house, you can do it because you worked hard, you know? Man, life is a beautiful thing if you put in the work. But if you don't put in the work, what? People gonna run circles on you. People gonna run circles on you. Victory laps. You know, Nipsey Hussle? Victory laps. Because other people gonna be putting in the work and you just gonna be standing stagnant thinking that something is gonna change because you think so. Like, what? No. There's several scriptures in the Bible saying you have to work. You have to work. Man, we're supposed to work. There's several scriptures in the Bible. We're supposed to work. He does not work, there's gonna be a poor man. If you don't work, you will be a poor man. Not just for riches, but mindset, desires of the heart, mentality, physically. You're just not gonna be a rich in all these aspects. Rich doesn't just mean money. Rich can be in your mindset. Rich can be in your heart, the way you treat people. Rich can be in your physicality. Rich can be in the way you inspire others. You're rich in those areas. It's not just money, man. You gotta open your brain and really read books and understand certain words don't mean only the certain thing that it's supposed to mean. But if you're a young man watching this video today, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, you're still young. It's never too late to start. Can you imagine, say God forbid, grants you life to live till 99, 101, and you're 30, say you're 32 right now, entering your prime. Bro, you have 3 lives already. You have 3 times your life to be alive and live and do what you're supposed to do. But if you don't put the work in now in your mid-20s, late 20s, how are you going to be able to get in your prime and be comfortable? I'm not saying it's supposed to be comfortable, but you still want to be able to chill, be able to look at something and pay for it, not really look at the price tag. You know what I'm saying? 32. Then you get to your 60s. Then you get to your 90s. Bro, that's 3 decades left, bro. My math is not mistaken, but I'm just fired up. You know what I'm saying? I'm fired up. How do you want to look at 90? How do you want to look at 100? You want to be a rich 100-year-old? Or you want to be a poor 100-year-old? It's the video today. This is your boy Steve, and I'm gone.